Welcome to the Alabama exam series. Passing your national exam is difficult, but in some states, a state-specific surveying exam can be more difficult and definitely more frustrating than your PS or your FS exam. So for 2025, we're releasing a whole new series of state-specific surveying videos, and I'm really glad that you're going to be joining us for that series. Our first exam state will be Alabama. And I got licensed in Alabama in, I think, 2019, so 6 years ago. And going back and refreshing my memory, it reminds me of just how easy the application process and the exam process was for the state of Alabama. So memory recalls here, I applied in, I think, April of 2019 for my Alabama state-specific license. I was already licensed in Florida and I believe Texas, and Alabama was going to be my third state. So I filled out the complete application for Alabama. I submitted it to the board, and believe it or not, from submission to exam approval was only 3 weeks. That's amazing. Now, what was the one weird thing about Alabama, the one unique process in the application? It was that every person applying to become an Alabama surveyor has to prove citizenship. How do you do that? Well, I simply emailed in a copy of my passport, but I think that a birth certificate and photo ID will also do. So, unique requirement, but not really a big deal. Only took one email to provide that. And this is really amazing, the 3 weeks, because I've dealt with some boards where it takes me up to a year, 1 year, to get approved to take this exam. Now, I don't know why that happens, whether it's timing for the board to respond. Oftentimes, the board administrator takes your application and reviews it, but it has to go to a board meeting for the board to approve your application, other things. But whenever I get licensed in a new state, I'm budgeting at least a year, probably 18 months to get licensed. Alabama, my approval took 3 weeks. This goes to show just how helpful Alabama is in terms of, getting people licensed, keeping them licensed, doing CEUs, that kind of stuff. The Alabama board has been nothing but friendly to me over the years and very easy to work with, which is quite unusual in the world of survey boards and definitely survey and engineering boards. So I applied for this exam, I got approved in 3 weeks, and the way the exam works is they send you a WebEx, which is like a web conferencing calendar invite, and you log in at the prescribed date and time, and you basically go into a conference call. And one of the board administrators sits there with you as you do your exam in the comfort of your own home or office. And it's a closed book exam, so you basically sit there and the board administrator can see you with your webcam, they can talk to you with your mic, and you do the exam at your own house or office, which is also amazing because I've had to travel some incredible distances to take my board exams. And in fact, I'm working on getting licensed in North Dakota. And they wanted me to fly to North Dakota to answer a question about my application packet. How stupid is that? Especially, post-COVID 2025. Everybody's online, except some boards. So anyways, you submit your application, it gets approved quickly, you sit for your exam, which usually is a month or a couple of months after your application is approved. In my case, I got approved in late April. I took my exam early July. So it's really a quick process. And now this is going to shock you the most. I got my exam results within days. So I took it on a Tuesday. I got my exam results. I'd passed by like Friday. So it's a really great process to go through. It's very simple. It's very fair. The board is very quick to respond to your questions. So in terms of the application process and getting to the exam, it's easy. Now, what's not so easy is getting your statutes together and getting prepared for the topics to expect on the exam, because it's not an easy exam. But we'll talk about those two topics in the upcoming videos. But before I do that, let's talk for a minute about the Alabama combo. So what we're offering to prospective Alabama surveyors is three things. So number one is an Alabama statute, which has all of the statutes and administrative code you need to pass your exam. Number two is a full-length practice exam that has the same types of questions, the same number of questions, the same look and feel as the real exam, because the most difficult, the most scary part of any state-specific exam process is just knowing what to expect, or in my case, not knowing what to expect on the Alabama exam when I took it. And the third thing is the combo. So you get the statutes, you get the practice exam, but you also get a lot of other good stuff like the Faircloth notes. He's like the granddaddy of Alabama surveying. And then extras such as the NSPS Terms and Definitions book, which is a must-have. And then, as Alabama is a public land state, you definitely want to have a copy of the BLM Manual, Restoration for Lost and Obliterated Corners. So the combo is not too many items, but basically, if you get the statutes and the practice exam, we'll give you the other stuff for free when you buy the combo. And this will get you ready for your Alabama Professional Land Surveyors exam and provide an assurance to you that you have everything you need to get ready for this PLS exam. I enjoyed the Alabama exam. I hope you're going to enjoy it as well. We'll get you prepared and see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful and informative, I would appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button to like the video, and then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way, more people can find this video and it can help them. Plus, when you hit the subscribe button, you'll be able to watch the newest NLC videos as soon as they come out.